the past loans. Member number 325, 145, for 149, I'm asking about the benevolent fund. How much do each member contribute, and if there is benefit, is family given? Member number 303, 232, do we have any education day for the members? Is it possible for existing members to be allocated about 1,000 shares each and given emergency loan without much and be paying slowly by slowly? Sasa nataka kumkaribisha treasurer tuendelee na hiyo.
Asante kwa maswali. Swali la kwanza kuhusu wakati ule tunapeana pesa ya surplus kwa wanachama, inachukua muda. Tukimaliza kufanya mahesabu, tukifunga mwaka Disemba, hiyo mahesabu lazima ikaguliwe na Caritas, na ikishakaguliwa na Caritas ndio board inafanya approval, alafu ndio tu tunaweza ku-release the surplus. So kabla haijafanywa ukaguzi, hatuwezi lipa kwanza. Lakini kama sasa vile tumemaliza, na tena hatuwezi lipa kabla ya the Delegates General Meeting for approval. Kwa hivyo kama sasa vile tumemaliza mkutano leo, tuko na mpango kwamba kuanzia Wednesday tutaweza ku-release hizo pesa. Swali lingine ni juu ya FOSA crossing account. Ile accounts ambazo tunafunga kama vile sister alielezea ni deposits. Ile pesa ambayo unakuja unaweka na unatoa. Lakini ile savings ambayo huwa inaenda kwa shares zako, hiyo haiguzwi. Na hili ni swala ambalo tunajadiliana na Caritas Nairobi na Microfinance Bank. Kwa hivyo haitafungwa tu mara moja. Tutawaelezea ile utaratibu ambao tutafuatilia. Swali lingine ni kuhusu pay bill. Malipo ile imelipwa kupitia M-Pesa. Wakati mwingine kunakuwa na makosa ambayo inastahili kuchunguzwa ndio irekebishwe. Lakini hakuna mtu ambaye atakatazwa haki yake kama ashalipa na hajakuwa defaulter. Hiyo makosa ikipatikana lazima isuluhishwe. Na kuhakikisha hivyo, hata kuna pesa huwa tunatenga kando katika surplus. Tunasema kama hii mwaka tumetenga 1.1 million, kama kutakuwa na any disputes, wale watakuja nyumaye isemekane hawakupata pesa yao, hiyo fund huwa inasaidia kusuluhisha hiyo. Ile pesa ambayo tumeweka tunaita provision ya 7 million kwa zile loans ambazo tunasema they are non-performing, ambazo hazilipwi. Hiyo pesa inaweza tu kurudi kama surplus, loan zote zikilipwa 100%. Lakini hiyo ni baada ya muda mrefu. Kulingana na vile loan zetu zile non-performing ziko, itakuwa ni ngumu kusema kwamba hiyo pesa itarudi. Lakini in a situation where all the loans are fully recovered, then we make no provision. Asante.
Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Nitajibu maswali kadhaa ambayo yameulizwa, and mingi ni operational matters, na ya kwanza is in regard to the archives. Yes, I remember last year wakati tulikuwa na ADM, we promised that tutaweza kutengeneza archive so that documents are safe and they can easily be accessed. But when we went to the ground, the quotations that we got were above the budget that we had. And as such, tumeleta budget ingine so that we can be able to accommodate the archive. And kwa sababu imekuwa approved, we are going to ensure that that is done as quickly as possible. Hiyo jambo ingine ama hiyo swali ingine, the issue of member paid their contribution through pay bill and not posted when they come and thus declared defaulter, then denied surplus. I think ni wakati tunalipa mikopo yetu ama savings, unakuta kwamba kuna delay in posting from the FOSA account to pay the loan, to pay the interest, and to pay the shares. One thing we have done is to recognize kwamba there is a challenge on that. And we are working on to automate that process so that tuweze pesa ikiingia loan inachukua automatically, at the same time ingine inaingia kwa shares. But at the same time tunasema ya kwamba we are migrating to Lux 360. Once we are migrate starting from 1st of May, that challenge will be over. So I guarantee the members kwamba in the coming days hiyo challenge tutakuwa tumetatua. Hiyo ingine ni regard to overdraft. Kwa wale ambao wameangalia ama wameweza kusoma our guidelines, that is the Caritas Nairobi guidelines ama the self-help program guidelines, wanga tunapeana mikopo shilingi kwa shilingi. Kwa hivyo inamaanisha kama uko na 100,000 you can only access a loan of 100,000 or less, and of course to factor in the aspect ya interest. Yeah? Similarly, katika vikundi zetu, najua hapo ndio tuko na shida kidogo. If your available is 1 million, you can only be able to access a loan up to 100 million. So kama members wengine wameweza kupata mikopo na ile iko available tu ni 50,000 na unataka 300,000 ama 500,000, inakuwa iko ngumu kidogo kukupatia hiyo pesa. Na kwa sababu tunasema that is one of the challenges the Ruiru Self-Help Group imekuwa nayo. Now we are working towards the right direction ya ku make sure kwamba we are there to the policies. So tunaomba kwamba members ambao wako katika hizo chama, wakati tunaomba, let us ensure that tunaomba within that limit. Kuna aspect ya loan appraisal. Najua vizuri kutoka 2019 tumekuwa tukiinsist kwamba especially the big loans 500, 1 million, 300, lazima officer wetu aende atembee katika biashara to confirm ni kweli biashara iko na iko na uwezo wa kulipa hiyo pesa. Ndio kunaweza kuwa na availability katika surplus, but sisi kama staffs wa Ruiru tuko na responsibility kuensure kwamba tunapatia mwanachama pesa kulingana na uwezo wa kulipa. Na uwezo wa kulipa unatoka wapi? Kutoka kwa biashara ama kama you are in employment. Yeah? Payslip yako iko na net ambayo itaweza kukita installment yake. Kuna swali in regard to education day. Yes. Tumeplan within the course of the year, na I think mmesikia katika minutes, chairman's report. We are planning to have members clinic. We have budgeted for that, and communicate the specific date ndio tuweze kuwaelimisha. But before that, tuna encourage the leaders wa groups, tafadhali kuja request for training. Ukikuja kwa ofisi yangu ama uende kwa ofisi ya business development, utaweza kupata ofisa, na kutoka hapo to make sure kwamba your group is trained. Hiyo swali lingine is I'm asking about benevolent fund. How much do each member contribute, and if the benefit of the family? Yes, annually we contribute 200 shillings. But in the case of demise of the one of the members of the family, I mean the member of the fund, the next of kin, the beneficiaries, wanapata 50,000. So the only thing yenye unafaa kufanya ni kuleta documents, various certificates or certificates, death certificate. Kutoka hapo tutaweza kuprocess within within less than 24 hours. Kuna swali lingine, is it possible for existing members to be allocated about 100 shares each, and if emergency loan worth and I think the question is not clear, but nafikiria ni kuhusu mambo ya shares za mjengo. Kama mko kwa group na mko members kama 10, you can be able to agree at the group level. Then you send your officials, we have a discussion in the office, and we see how we can be able to help you to acquire shares for the project. And I think hiyo ni kitu ambayo tumefanya. Najua kuna group moja together as one tuliwapatia, I think it was 1.5 million, na sasa hii karibu wanamaliza. So hata katika hii swali, kama uko na group ama you as an individual, just visit our offices, kama ni kwa ofisi yangu ama our officers, and tutakunguide accordingly. Na nafikiri ni hiyo maswali tu. Asanteni sana.
Asante sana GM. Kuna swali moja hapa, kuna mtu member number 318275 David Kirago ambaye anauliza kama tunachukua collateral, tunachukua nini, title deeds, na anasema in future kama hatuchukui tufikirie hiyo maneno. Nadhani tumekuwa na mazungumzo na Caritas Microfinance Bank, na ndio naona chairman amenipatia hii, yeye ndiye angejibu, lakini sababu ni mgeni hawezi jibu. Kuna kitu wameanzisha kama hiyo, that kind of a product, na ambayo inashikana na self-help groups. Lakini when we were having a meeting with the CEO Mr. Mukuria, tulisikizana after the AGM, watu wako watakuja wakae pamoja na general manager and the staff and the BD, so that they can also understand that product. Dio sasa hautaenda kwa Caritas Microfinance directly, utakuwa ukipitia kwa fund, naye fund na kurecommend kule, and I think there is also a special interest between the self-help groups, members and the bank. Kwa hivyo kuna product hiyo, lakini kwa vile tulikuwa na mambo mingi hatuja kaa chini na wao kwa kuangalia hiyo product vile iko, lakini I want to assure Bwana Kirago hiyo product iko, na zamani tulikuwa tunaipinga sababu interest ilikuwa juu. Sijaona ile wameweka siku hizi, but I think it's favorable because is self-help group na Caritas Microfinance Bank. Na ukiangalia katika setup ya hiyo bank, 50% of the bank is owned by the self-help groups, Ruiru included. Ndio umesikia hapo tuko na shares za 12.5 million. Kwa hivyo hatuendi pale kama wageni, tunaenda pale kama shareholders wa benki hiyo, na nadhani hiyo product tukipewa general manager wakikuja mtaiangalia, then kama kuna dosari kidogo ama nini, we can still go back to them so that we can up with a good product which will be accepted. Sababu ni swali imeulizwa sana, na vile nasemanga cash crop ya watu ya Ruiru, catchment yote ya Ruiru we empowered these people to get the plots. Na hizo plot zimetoka kwa share certificate juzi because of the land office through Mheshimiwa King'ara, and I'm not campaigning for him. The ranches zote zikakuwa forced watoe title deeds. Si ndio, simuko na title deeds. So we empowered them kupata plots. But tukifika hapo tumewaachia hapo. So we need now to empower them to the next level. Yeah, not owning the plot but developing the plot. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni kitu tumekuwa tukiwasiliana na nadhani mtajulishwa hivi karibuni. Asante sana.
Asante. Sasa tunaelekea kufika kikomo na tumefikisha mambo mawili, vote of thanks na sala ya mwisho. Na mimi kama MC for the day, I'm humbled, nasema ni asante for your concentration. Mmeuliza maswali na pia kuna endorsement of board members. Sorry, I had omitted that by mistake. Na hiyo ni pale ya sister, na nafikiria nafasi hii tunaipatia Sister Mary Bachi to thank you.
Mungu ni mwema na kila wakati. We had said earlier that we have 2 of our board members retiring today, and for that reason then we have to usher in 2 new board members. And from our booklet page 15, like I had analyzed last year, we normally expose the requirements for onboarding new board members. So the first one, we talk about a member who has been with us for the last 2 years. He or she is a practicing Catholic, has unquestionable history, and supported by we normally check with the CRB for credibility, has a wide knowledge in financial management, accounts, and business, is working in an institution at the level of management level, not less than 5 years. And this year we had also added the skills talking about marketing and also ICT knowledge. We are also talking about an individual with a minimum shares of not less than 300,000 shillings. Why? Because we cannot entrust an individual board member who has only 50,000 as his shares, and we are telling him to take care of the assets of another individual who has contributed $500,000 or $1 million. And so that's why we normally talk about the minimum must be 300,000 shillings. And then we also talk about individuals with proper record of integrity. And this is just to make sure that we don't bring in leaders who are corrupt. So I'm humbled at this moment to introduce 2 of our new board members coming in. And as I do this, I want to say that we are congratulating them because of taking trouble to apply. When we circulated the advert, they prepared themselves coming for the interviews, and they passed the interviews. So I have a pressure to request Rose Catherine Mudhoni to stand up and walk towards the podium. Rose Catherine Mudhoni is from St. Christopher Kibo. She joined the fund back in 2017. Definitely, she has more than the minimum shares we requested or we are requesting. Rose Catherine, actually, I ought to have introduced her as CPA, Rose Catherine Modoni. She is already a certified public accountant and has a degree, Bachelor's of Commerce, narrowing down to finance option. She also added value to her career by taking a diploma in business management and also a certificate in accounting technicians. Rose Catherine is a business lady. Actually, I will give her less than a minute to greet you and also to express herself and probably add something of value to what I have said about herself. Karibu.
Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Good afternoon. As you have heard, my name is Rose Catherine Mudhoni Wanyaga. On top of what Sister Mary has said, I'm very passionate working with a fund, or rather circles where people put their resources together. And I want to assure you that I'll give you my best, my level best. Thank you.
So let us appreciate her, and you're supposed to stand there. And I request that we have a proposer and a seconder to endorse her as one of the new board members. Please, let me get a proposer.
I'm Susan Dongo, member 304646. I propose.
Thank you very much. A seconder.
I'm James Gitao Jogona, member 301576. I second.
Okay, thank you. Let us congratulate her. And we request those gathering to sit behind here. You will go back there later on. And now you join the team. Thank you very much. I also want to take this opportunity now to introduce Mr. James Kimani. Mr. James Kimani is from St. Monica Catholic Church. And as James comes up, I see energy, hope, and a lot of enthusiasm. He is coming in to serve with us at the level of the board. James is a marketer. He has a Bachelor of Commerce, narrowing down to marketing skills, and he joined Ruiru Fund in the year 2015. He also added value to his degree, doing a certificate in complete sales. Is it person? Yes. And apart from that, young as he looks, he met the minimum shareholding of more than 300,000. So let us clap for him. And I want to say that as we onboard James to the board of management at Ruiru Fund, we are welcoming him as the youngest board member, meaning that he is going to renew our energy. Definitely, he is bringing with him to the board the new knowledge at the level of the marketing, and I will invite him to say something else that he is bringing in. The board. Karibu.
Habari zenyu? Mungu ni mwema na kila wakati, na mimi ni shahidi. First of all, I'm grateful for this opportunity of becoming a board member. I'm also happy for it. And also I thank you for attending this meeting. It is a pleasure. Also, I've noted in the fund, I was looking at that pamphlet. I was noting that most of our incomes are coming from interest, the interest that has members pay the loans. But what I was thinking in the wrong line, it is okay now that we have invested in this building. Kuna hii ghorofa imejengwa hapa, but it is the benefit of you members. But in future, we may also diverse our investment. Si mnasikia kampuni ya Mkorea? The same way mnasikia kampuni ya Mofea. It is possible. Because as now tukiangalia saa, you'll find most of you here ni wazee, but you'll find watoto wenyu hawapati kazi. Ukweli ama uongo? Even as hata ukiomba loan, unataka ule mtoto wako apate kazi. But if you pull our resources together, starting maybe example, a manufacturing plant, it's very easy. Kama ile nyumba ina cost, ile nyumba ni money ina cost almost 1 billion. Trust me, you will find even car company in Korea, maybe it is costing around 250 million. But as long as we come together, put our resources, everything will be possible. Na kwa hiyo, asante.
Thank you very much. James is demonstrating that kind of energy because he is working as a marketer for manufacturers. So every other single minute he is trying to connect and look for customers and all that. And we realized that he will be a great help for us to promote the young people to join the fund, because we want to see the future of our fund. So I'm requesting a proposer and a seconder so that we can endorse him as a new board member to Ruiru Fund. Please. A proposer.
Francis Joroge, number 300-223.
Thank you very much. A seconder.
I'm Gabriel Mulama, member number 340638. I second.
Thank you very much. Karibu James. Thank you for supporting us, and we wish them well as they start working with us at the level of the management. Thank you very much.
I take this opportunity, Asante sister, the new board members, you are most welcome. I want to invite our general manager, Bwana Anthony Mugo, to give vote of thanks. Karibu Bwana Mugo. And then the treasurer. Mnajua tunakojea? Tuko na hamu. Treasurer alafu tunaingia kwa maombi.
Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Nafikiria sasa tumefika katika kikomo. Kabla sijapeana the vote of thanks, ninge request the ICT kama kuna swali from our members who are following virtually, you can just wire it to me or the team which is here, so that we can be able to address it. Kabla sijapeana the vote of thanks, kuna just some few points ningetaka kumention na nitasoma tu ama nitasema kwa Kiingereza very quickly. The board and the management of Ruiru Fund is on a mission to transform Ruiru Group into a world-class institution that gives its members return year on year, and there's nothing that will be allowed to distract them from that mission. Since 2020, most of our business were affected by COVID-19, and the trend has been there, even right now in 2022, but the businesses are on a recovery mission. And we are seeing, as we continue, that our dividends, our surpluses, our return on investment is going to increase. In the year that we have, that is 2022, there are key aspects that we are promising to work on, so that as we come here next year, at least we shall have a bigger smile while we are going to the bank. And one of the things that we are going to ensure that we work on is brand positioning in order to have a very competitive edge among us within the industry. And the industry in which we are a financial institution. Number two, cost optimization to ensure that members, they get value and margins. Namaanisha nini? While we are here working or offering services to you members, tukona so many budgets that have been ratified by the members. We are going to ensure that the cost that we are going to incur is in line with the benefits that the members are going to reap at the end of the financial year. There is a key element that our director, Sister Merebashi, has highlighted. That is the migration of the system. And allow me to say this. Migration to the new accounting software is critical. And the system in which we want to migrate to is a robust system which has all the functional controls, and it will help Ruiru, it will help the members ensure that the resources are safeguarded. The other point is in regard to loan applications. I think after the migration, we are going to work around the clock with the IT to ensure that we introduce the e-loan, such that if it is Mr. Mogo who is applying a self-guaranteed loan, you don't need to come to the offices as long as you have sufficient shares to guarantee yourself. So I think that will take this institution to the next level. There's a question that was asked in regard to the aspect of guarantorship. Why are we doing appraisals, yet we have sufficient? And I want to say this. We need to ensure that the system of guarantorship is working. And we should not be used to substitute, let me repeat myself. We need to ensure that the guarantorship system works in the group. By this I mean guarantorship should not be used as a substitute for other credit risk assessment of a borrower, but a supplement, underline the word supplement, to and after the latter. That means if you are in a group, kama uko kwa kikundi, na mwanachama anataka 1 million, It doesn't matter whether you have, the group has sufficient shares or not. What matters is, one, huyo mwanachama ako na capability ya kulipa. Number two, what is the role of Ruiru Catholic staff when it comes to credit matters? When we are doing the appraisal, wakati tunatuma ofisa wetu kukuja pale kwa ground kufanya appraisal, is to ensure that huyo mwanachama ambaye anachukua mkopo ako na uwezo wa kulipa, such that we don't give credit just like that, simply because there is sufficient. Because on our side, if we don't care, because there is sufficient shares, what will happen if that member defaults? We just offset, sindio? But tuki-offset, huyo mwanachama mwingine, or the other members who have been saving for the last 10 years, 5 years, tumemwacha wapi? Tumemrudisha wapi? Chini. That is very, very critical. And it's important for all of us to underline that. Now, I take this opportunity to thank our Heavenly Father for the opportunity He has given to us. So many people, as it has been said, left us through coffins and other means, but all of us leo tumekutana hapa for the Delegates meeting, which it's a big gift from God. So for that reason, we appreciate and we thank God for that. Again, I take this opportunity to thank our board patron, Father Charles Joroke, our Assistant Director, Social Promotion Register and Trust, Dean Parish Priest, Father Peter Kigoro, for their continued support in technical teachings, which has sure saa ingine mambo inakuanga ngumu. But when we have our clients around, they put our minds through talking, and it makes us at least afford a smile the following day. It's not easy sometimes. And for that reason, I also take this opportunity to thank the Board of Management, led by our chairman, the outgoing chairman, James Manuthu, for their commitment, providing leadership for the institution, and ensuring that our members can get value for their investment, and even when things are tough, they don't lose focus. So for that aspect, Board of Management kindly feel appreciated. Special thanks goes to the outgoing James Manuthu. I came here in 2019, I think he meant in 2019, and we have journeyed together. From when you introduced me to the staffs in the back office, and today. So, one, I've earned a friend. In number two, have earned a mentor. Number three, you have transformed me, because I know when I joined the institution in 2019, I'm not the same person. So in a special way, I thank you. Lucy Kamiri, think tumekuwa na wewe sana in CSI. Yeah. So in a special way, also, I thank you. The other bit is, I take the opportunity to thank the technical team, Carissa Nairobi. I think the first thing when I joined this institution, Sister Director told me, when you have issues, just talk to the technical team. These people, they'll help you. And for sure, they have been doing it. And the mileage that we have seen from 2019 to where we are today, it is through their support. So I feel appreciated, and we are going to work together. I know there's challenges here and there, but together we are going to win. I also take this opportunity to thank the staff fraternity, that is my colleagues. We work with them on day-to-day matters of operation. Without them, definitely members, you cannot be able to get the services that we offer. But at the same time, I know we are not at the peak. There is a room for improvement, and we are going to ensure we continue offering that in good service and ensuring that your resources are safeguarded. I usually say my office is open 24 hours because I get calls left, right, and center even at night. Please, whenever you have any issue, any clarification, just the way our director has said, please just pop in the office and request for information, and it will be shared to you, and all the matters that is in doubt will be able to clear. Lastly, I would like also to appreciate our members across the Archdiocese of Nairobi, the entire country, and also those who are watching us live from diaspora. We encourage them to continue saving promptly with us and also to borrow wisely at 1% reducing balance per month. We also remind them that we have shares for the project that we are still selling. So please, come and let's have a discussion of how we can have an installment, we can have an arrangement whereby now you can be able to be paying, but you get the share certificate thereafter. It's a good investment, and you'll be able to live thereafter. Lastly, Kapisa, we also thank the invited guests for creating time to grace our occasion, the third ADM, out of your busy schedule. We not take this for granted. We thank you, and karibuni tena. For those who have not opened membership account, please create time, open an account so that you can also start saving with us. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Thank you, our manager, Bwana Mugo. I want to take this opportunity now to welcome Mr. Boniface Bogwa, our treasurer, and after that, si watu wakipewa kitu inaombewa na kumalizia hii mkutano, ndio tunaingia nafasi ya kumaliza. Kwa hivyo our dean, after the surprise is announced, atatuongoza kwa maombi. Otherwise, Catherine Kimaro, the Emcee for the day, I'm humbled by your participation. You have made the event bring a lot of value to the institution and to the larger community that we serve. Thank you so much. Karibu Bwana.
Thank you so much. On behalf of the Board of Management, I would wish to declare the distributable surplus of 47,187,802, and this one is translating to a return of about 4.3% on the qualifying shares. But this could have been better if there was no provision on the non-performing loans. So we need to work hard, all of us, meet our obligations in terms of repaying our loans, so that in the current year, we don't have to make a provision. Then, in terms of ranch, there is arrangement as we go out. Yes?
Order tafadhali. Naomba tusikize.
Yes.
Tafadhali.
So I was saying, in terms of lunch, as we walk out, we'll be given an envelope with a lunch which we can take at a place of our choice. Taongea kwa Kiswahili. Yes. So tutasubiri, alafu tutapewa hiyo. Ile surplus ambayo itafanywa mgao kuanzia Wednesday next week ni shilingi milioni 47,187,802. 47,187,802. Tukiangalia kama kwa percentage inakuja 4.3, asilimia 4.3, na hiyo tunaweza boresha zaidi hii mwaka tuko, kila mtu akifanya jukumu lake katika kulipa. Asanteni. Yes, imeenda chini kwa sababu ya 7 million ambayo imetokana na non-payment. Kwa hivyo sisi zote tufanye majukumu yetu, tuhakikishe kwamba tunalipa ndio tuweze kupata bora zaidi. Asanteni.
Tusimame tuombe. Ni baraka kutoka kwa Mungu kweli kweli, ni baraka kweli, ni baraka kutoka kwa Mungu kweli kweli, ni baraka. Kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Mungu Mwenyezi rahimu, twaja mbele zako adhuhuri jema kwa moyo wa shukrani, kwa moyo wa ibada. Tukwambia asante kwa ukarimu hakika umetuonekania na tumekuona katika hali zote za maisha yetu. Tukushukuru kwa njia ya kipekee kwa sababu umetembea nasi katika yale yote ambao tumeweza kusemesana na kuzungumza siku ya hili la kufunga mwaka, sio kwa mastahili yetu, lakini kwa upendo wako na huruma yako. Pokea shukrani, pokea sifa. Tukushukuru kwa zawadi ya kila mmoja wetu, tukushukuru kwa kikundi chetu, tukushukuru kwa yale yote ambao wanabodi wetu wamekuwa kifanya, tukushukuru kwa yale mambo yote sisi wanachama tumekuwa tukifanya, hasa wakati ambapo tunachukua mikopo kujiendesha katika kujipatia riziki zetu za kila siku. Kutokana na shukrani zetu na kuomba uendelee kutubariki na uendelee kutuonekania. Ubariki chama chetu, ubariki familia zetu, ubariki wafanyikazi wetu, ubariki wanachama wote, ubariki wanakamati, ubariki wasimamizi wetu hapa na hata jimbo. Ubariki wasikadau wote kwa njia moja au lingine ambao wako na nia njema, ambao tunashirikiana na wao kuboresha hali ya kikundi chetu. Utubariki tukikuomba upate kubariki na kupanua namna zote ambazo umetujalia za kujipatia riziki. Biashara zetu upate kuzibariki zipate kunawiri. Mashamba yetu, mifugo yetu upate kuyabariki, tupate matunda ya kujikimu katika maisha. Kazi zetu upate kuziboresha, na sehemu zetu za kazi tupate kupendeka na kuwa na ushirikiano mwema. Na juu ya vyote Mungu Mwenyezi, tuzidishie matumaini na imani, hata wakati ambapo tunaona mambo haiendi vile na matarajio yetu na matakwa yetu, tuwe tayari kuitikia mapenzi yako yapate kutuongoza katika maisha ambayo umetujalia. Tunajua sisi tunatenda dhambi, kutokana na udhaifu wetu na unyonge wetu tunakosea kwa maneno, kwa mafikira, kwa matendo. Mungu Mwenyezi, tunyenyekeza miguuni mwako tukiomba msamaha. Mungu Mwenyezi, kutusamehe, utufanye hima tuweze kupokea vipaji vya Roho Mtakatifu maliwadha, ili maneno tu mafikira yetu ya kadri ya mapenzi yako. Tukimgeuza wake Bikira Maria ambaye ni mwombezi wetu, mama yetu, tukisema: Salamu Maria, umejaa neema, Bwana yu nawe, umebarikiwa yeye kuliko wake wote, na Yesu mzao wa tumbo lako amebarikiwa. Maria mtakatifu, mama wa Mungu, utuombee sisi wakosefu, sasa na saa kufa kwetu. Amina. Baba yetu uliye mbinguni, ufalme wako ufike, utakalo lifanyike duniani kama mbinguni. Utupe leo mkate wetu wa kila siku, utusamehe makosa yetu kama tunavyowasamehe na sisi waliotukosea, ututie katika kishawishi, lakini utuopoe maovuni. Amina. Tukiunganisha sala zetu zote na shukrani zetu tukisema: niĩ nĩ ngwenda Ngai ũmenya, nĩ ngenaga mũno nĩwe, tondũ nĩ ũnjĩkaga wega na ũkanyenda hingo ciothe. Irio ciakwa iria ndĩaga, maĩ marĩa nyuaga, ona nguo cia kwĩhumba, ciothe nowe ũheaga moyo naguo. Niwe ũgiragia ngwe, ũngĩthengia hinya waku, ndingĩtigara thakame. We mũthenya na ũtukũ nĩ ũmenyagĩrĩra wega, maitho maku nĩ mambaraga kũrĩ ũtheri na kũrĩ nduma, ndingĩhota cokeria wega waku Mwathani, no nĩ ndakũhoya ũtũma ngwende mũno na ngũigua, ndingĩhota wega waku Mwathani, no nĩ ndakũhoya ũtũma ngwende mũno na ngũigua. Atukuzwe Mungu Baba na Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Bwana awe nanyi. Naye Mungu Mwenyezi awabariki na walinde, Baba na Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Na basi twende na amani ya Kristo. Mkutano wetu umefika kikomo.